Is forgiveness sometimes difficult for you? I think times it can be hard for all of us. So why is it so hard to forgive? Hey, before you forget, would you hit subscribe and ring the bell? Track with me on this and see if you agree or not. Forgiveness is at the heart of any relationship. It's the foundation of our faith. It's we have a God who provided a way for us to be forgiven. God sets the bar high. He sets it really high. And when I talk to singles or teach couples preparing for marriage, I talk about forgiveness. I warn them that if they are in a relationship with a partner who cannot or will not forgive, get out, run. Because in marriage, we must forgive each other daily. Every day I mess up, and I'm in need of Nancy's forgiveness. She messes up too, but if you ask her, it's far less than me. Okay, God calls us to forgive, and when we don't, unforgiveness eats at our souls and at the soul of our marriage. If our marriages are to survive, forgiveness must be knit into the fabric of our lives together. So forgiveness is so important. Why don't we forgive? Why is it so hard? Well, I think there's two main reasons. First, we fear that our forgiveness says what the other person did was okay. It may seem as though we're letting them off easy. Let me put this in a Christian context. God forgives us, but his forgiveness does not make what we have done okay. It simply means that to God, relationship with us is more important than what we have done. We need the same for our spouse. Forgiveness isn't letting the other off easy. It's what it takes to restore the relationship. Second, we think that if we forgive easily, our spouse will do the same thing over and over again. Maybe we're afraid of being hurt again, or maybe we don't believe they can change. But I've learned over time that it's not my role to judge Nancy. My role is to love her and to forgive her. So in your marriage, will you let your spouse down? You will. You will mess up. You will let them. You will never be perfect, and neither will your spouse. If you entered your marriage thinking that your spouse was perfect and that they would never let you down, I'm sorry. That will never happen. What can happen, though, is that when you or your spouse mess up, you can both forgive, learn a lesson, and move forward. That's a big part of an awesome marriage. Remember, you can't change each other. That's God's job. Your job is to forgive. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how easy is it for you to forgive your spouse? And what gets in the way of you forgiving them? And finally, God does tell us to forgive others, and that includes your spouse. What does that mean to you? If there's unforgiveness in your marriage, I encourage you to do these two things. First, pray, seek God's forgiveness, and ask God to help you to forgive your spouse. And then, when you're ready, face to face with your spouse, and with love, forgive them. I invite you to come back, to share and subscribe, and join us and help us get the word out. Our goal is to change the world one couple, one marriage